This is a Dragon Blazer production.
Coming soon to a podcast near you.
Put it in. I'm tired of people thinking I'm some kind of joke.
Your dad and I agreed it will be best if you just stop being who you are and doing the things you love.
My whole life, all I wanted.
I'm afraid we found your son at a polka party.
Is to make up new words to a song that already exists.
Oh, well, you should do that then.
Ooh, my little hungry one, hungry one. Open up a package of my banana.
Dude, I've got chills.
Every once in a great while, I can spot a talent that I know is the future of music. But first, we gotta find you a stage name. Al Yankovic. It's long, it's hard to pronounce. So I'm just gonna throw this out there. Weird Al Yankovic. I love it.
Weird Al has taken the world by storm.
Do I know you?
Madonna, I was wondering if you were going to do a parody of my song, Like a Virgin.
I'm curious, is that song autobiographical?
Yes. Except for the fact that I've had a lot of sex.
Name me one creative genius that doesn't have a checkered past involving alcohol
That's the medicine.
and drugs.
I think Madonna's a bad influence on you. What? No offense. I'm a train wreck. My parents wrote me off. I pushed away my band.
You're all just a bunch of normals. I'm the weird one.
You gotta take care of yourself.
I saw in you something special. An artist with something to give to the world.
In front of all the billions of people watching around the world right now, all I want to say is be as weird as you want to be. You will never find true happiness, so you can truly accept who you are. Thank you.
Oh, Al, you can't smoke in here.
I totally deserve that.
Hello and welcome to a bonus episode of Coming Soon to a podcast near you. I am, of course, your host, Stevie Blaze. And as always, I have my co-host, Dr. Demento's failed mentorship, Xavier.
Hello. And this is, of course, a bonus episode. We have watched Weird, the Al Yankovic movie with Harry Potter.
With Harry Potter. Yeah, we watched Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Starred Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, as Weird Al Yankovic. We just got done watching this movie over the weekend, and we absolutely loved it. And we just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about it. This isn't going to be our normal episode. This story is absolutely 100% totally not fake and not fiction. It's straight up all true. If you watched it, you know that Weird Al, of course, died in 1985. The Weird Al that we still have here today, that's obviously an imposter. Because he died in 1980.
He's a zombie that appeared at the end of the movie.
That's right. It's the Weird Al zombie. The Weird Al zombie is what's out there. But, you know, he was killed by evil Madonna drug kingpin lord.
Yeah.
This movie is ridiculous, and I love it. I love how insane this movie is.
I guess it would be nice to have an actual biopic. But I don't know what people expect. Like, I'm not sure what people expect, and if it's Weird Al Yankovic, I'm not sure why you're expecting anything, but
Well,
it's Weird Al, so it's gonna be weird.
The problem with doing a legit biopic of Weird Al is the reason why biopics are so popular is because a lot of rock singers or singers have very like outlandish stuff happen to them. Yeah, drama, like a lot of things happen to them
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, that make their lives interesting. Where Weird Al, his story's not that interesting. He never really got into drugs. He didn't do a lot of things that a lot of people had issues with. His rise to fame is just more. It's just normal.
Yeah, but he did, however, this was a major sin. He did go to a polka party.
I know, I love that. He goes to a polka party. He's like, I can't be here.
This is a polka party. My mom and dad would kill me. Which their parents are portrayed as like very evil and malicious. However, they're very stereotypical evil, malicious parents. However, like the real life parents were actually apparently very supportive.
Yeah, absolutely supportive of Weird Al. Yeah, it's insane. I loved the mom being like, "We just want you to be not yourself and different than entirely what you are,
and give up on your dreams."
And give up on your dreams, exactly.
Oh, Dad and I have been talking recently.
I love it. He asks about, he's like, what is the factory? What do they make? You'll know once you start working at the factory.
And then later on he goes to the factory and he's like, what do you actually make here? And he just bursts out laughing. He's like, you hear this, kid?
What do we make? Oh.
It's hilarious. It's weird. That's the movie. It's weird.
I will say that, okay, so there are a few things that are actually not completely true, but somewhat true to the Weird Al's real life. He throws in a little nugget. The movie is about maybe 20% accurate and 80% parody. For one of the things that's real is Weird Al first got his first accordion, or technically it wasn't necessarily an accordion, it was a accordion lessons. There was a traveling salesman that came by and offered like accordion lessons or guitar lessons, and I guess they chose the accordion because there's a famous Yankovic that also plays the accordion.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, Frankie Yankovic, I believe it is his name. And he's
I remember reading about him. He does a lot of polkas apparently, and
yes, he's a polka player.
I remember thinking that he was related to Alfred Yankovic, but apparently not. Maybe a distant cousin. Plot twist.
So instead of the father beating the crap out of the traveling salesman, they actually gave Al some accordion lessons from a traveling salesman. So, nugget of truth.
I mean, there's so much violence in this movie.
Which is a staple of Al, though. It kind of is.
Yeah, violence. Violence.
I mean, look at the night Santa went crazy. You know, that was.
Oh yeah.
That's a very violent song.
Have you? Oh yeah. I could probably recite the entire song. Why does this always happen to me? That whole song is just about some weird psychopath. Like at one point, he's angry at a newscast sending that an earthquake just happened in Peru and a bunch of people died. Why did you interrupt The Simpsons just for this?
Oh, that song. So another thing that is accurate from this movie is Weird Al's first song was indeed My Bologna.
That was another one, Rides the Bus.
No, it's My Bologna.
My Bologna.
A parody of the from the Knack of My Sharona. And he did record that first song in a bathroom. He recorded it in a bathroom because of the acoustics. He said the acoustics were better in the bathroom. So he went into a bathroom and recorded My Bologna.
Neat. And I love the process of which it was portrayed. It's like, we want a bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
And,
it's like, this is my bologna? Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and they go crazy when they're, it's like, we want a sandwich. It's like they start chanting like some sort of like a bunch of children. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. The last bit of truth that I'm aware of is Madonna actually was the only person that he actually took the advice of on a parody. She did ask him to parody her song Like a Virgin, and I believe she also suggested that he do Like a Surgeon. But I do love in the movie how he's like, there's just nothing that rhymes with virgin. But it's so good.
Yeah.
I love.
And another accurate thing as well. Of course, Alfred totally, definitely got with Madonna. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I read about that. They barely knew each other, and he makes her the villain of this entire movie.
I want to know what her reaction to this movie is.
Yeah, I do as well. I would love to hear what Madonna thinks about the fact that she's a Colombian drug lord now.
Who murdered Alfred in 1985? I'm calling him Alfred. He's Weird Al. I've never called him Alfred. That's weird. That's a weird thing to call him.
That reminds me of another Dr. Demento was pretty great. He's played by Rainn Wilson in this movie. You know who Rainn Wilson is?
Absolutely not.
He plays Dwight on The Office.
I've been told to get into that, but I haven't. I was told that I was similar to a character from The Office, but I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched The Office.
Gotcha. Yeah. Dwight Schrute is the name of the character, and yeah, there's a couple of things that I love. I like Dr. Demento a lot in this movie, which, by the way, Dr. Demento was the first person I think to play. I don't know if it's true that Weird Al sent My Bologna to another person before Dr. Demento, but I know Dr. Demento did start playing My Bologna. And that's where Weird Al started getting popular, because Dr. Demento was a very popular novelty song DJ, and he would play comedy songs like Hello Mudda, Hello Fada, They're Coming to Take Me Away, haha, and stuff like that. He was real popular on playing of comedy music. With Weird Al probably being the biggest star to come out of that.
Yeah, that's a big thing too, because I could probably guarantee you that it's several times more difficult to get your music out there and famous back then than it is now, because we have the internet.
Right. But there's a couple things that I loved with Dr. Demento. First off, the Harry Potter reference. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Off the top of my head.
So, Weird Al or Daniel Radcliffe asked Dr. Demento, he's like, "Are you going to be my mentor?" And Dr. Demento's like, "No, I will be your Dementor." Dementors are the guards at Azkaban in Harry Potter, which, as we all know, Daniel Radcliffe was Harry Potter.
Yeah. And the whole "Eat It" section was hilarious too.
Oh yes, yeah, where he's trying to make an original song and then Michael Jackson steals it for "Beat It."
Like, what evil, inconsiderate, malicious overlord just copy someone else's music for their own purposes?
I know. That's so good.
That wasn't the exact wording, but it's pretty close enough.
Yeah, it's so funny. And then there's and then he's like trying to come. It's like, we got to come up with a different name than Al Yankovic. That's too long. And then he's like, "I got it. Weird Al Yankovic. I like it."
Like, Al Yankovic is too long, so let's just add something in there.
Yes. This movie's fantastic. If you enjoy to laugh, if you like biopics, and this parodies them like fantastically, I think you'll enjoy this. I mean, it's probably not for everyone. There's a lot of people that this isn't going to be their taste. And if you're upset that this is not a real biopic and that it's a parody of biopics, you might not like this because this is not taken seriously at all.
That, and I'm pretty sure there's an actual biopic like that was made probably in the 90s or the 80s of Weird Al Yankovic.
That one's more of a documentary, I think, than a biopic. There's a difference.
Okay.
That one is just telling you about Weird Al's life, but not a biopic is where they have someone play the singer or whatever and tell their story as if it was a movie. The documentary is about like the Elvis movie that just came out. That's a biopic. Bohemian Rhapsody, the story about Queen. That's a biopic. It's learning about a star's rise to fame through a movie instead of a documentary where they just show you real footage of and tell. It's more meant to be informative and less entertaining. So this is. So that's the difference between a biopic and so that one you're talking about is probably a documentary, not an actual biopic. Right. Not that this is an actual biopic. This is a parody of biopics. But I loved how every time that he learned a new or got a new song, he just happened to come up with it on the spot.
Yeah. It's like he found himself in a hospital and he supposedly like dies, and then he immediately goes up like, give me some notebook paper and a number 2 pencil.
Yeah. It's so good.
It's so dumb, but like that's the charm of it. It's dumb. You're not supposed to take it seriously.
No, you're really not. It is so over the top and ridiculous. I love it. I give this 15 out of 10 stars. This was fantastic. I absolutely love this movie.
I give this a 9.5 out of 10 parodies.
It was just funny. It was fun, entertaining, and funny. Which, I mean, isn't that what we all want in life, is just to laugh?
Yeah. Before we close this off, tell me about the time that you've met Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, absolutely. We can talk about that. So, when I was a kid, this was in 1995 when Weird Al was doing the Bad Hair Day tour. If you're not entirely sure what the Bad Hair Day tour is, that is the tour that came for the album Bad Hair Day. And the most popular song, obviously, from Bad Hair Day is Amish Paradise. Anyways, I got to see Al twice. First time I went and saw him in Cleveland, I believe it was. We got really close. I was so close that I could see the, like, little... When he wore the fat costume, he had a mask on to make him look fat. You could see where the mask in his face, like, changes. Because he wore, like, this thing over his mouth. We were real close. I remember him tossing during, I believe it was Melanie. He tossed out his, these heart boxers that he took out of his pants. He tossed them into the crowd, and my mom's boyfriend at the time and this other guy that we actually became friends with while waiting in line to get in, because it was kind of a concert where it was first come, first serve. You buy your ticket, but then you wait in line, and the people that waited the longest got to go in the front row or be close, and we were there pretty much all day going to this concert. And we became friends with these people in line that was right next to us, and he started fighting for this underwear. And then we found out that they were the people we knew, and he stopped fighting, and we decided afterwards we went somewhere and they cut the underwear in half, and we got half of it and they got half of it. And he actually cut off a little piece, and we had, I don't know where the heck it is now, but we had a little piece of it, this hard underwear he threw out off of stage. But that was a really fun. It was an amazing show. I tell you what, maybe I'm too much of a fan to think objectively, but Weird Al was one of my most favorite concerts I've ever been to. I loved Weird Al. He does a lot of changes on stage. He changes his outfits a lot. He has, like, big screens showing, like, little snippets while he changes. A lot of pyrotechnics and, just fun things to watch they're all visually entertaining whenever he does this stuff. Like I said, when he sang Fat, he wore this fat suit exactly like he wears in the music video. Yeah, it's incredible to watch a Weird Al show. The second time we watched him, we went to Columbus, and once again, they were first come, first served, so we were there really early. Well, while we were waiting in line to get into the venue, Weird Al was walking down the sidewalk for I think he had maybe two people with him, and we saw him. Me and my brother had watched way too much Wayne's World at the time, and we just went nuts. We went nuts.
I know where this is going.
We saw him, and we're like, "Oh my God, you're Weird Al Yankovic! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!" And I swear, as far as I remember it, Weird Al kind of got weirded out. It was like, "Hey, you're worthy, get up." At least that's how I remember it. I was a kid. I was real young.
You would have been 13, 12?
1995?
Yeah, you'd been 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless it was, like, really late in the year.
Well, we waited outside, so I don't think it was before my birthday. My birthday's in November, so That would have been really cold.
Okay, so you're probably 13.
It was probably before I turned 13.
So you're 12 then. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying. Yes.
But he was like really super nice. He was really cool. It was amazing to meet Weird Al. I'm glad that I haven't met a lot of actual celebrities, but at least I got to meet Weird Al. But yeah, he was great.
He's a great person. Just like in that no, actually not in the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend thing, because that's sarcasm. I mean.
Yeah, right. So let me ask you something. This is a mini episode, so I don't want to go too long, but what's your favorite Weird Al song?
Favorite Weird Al song? Kind of fluctuates a lot.
All right, let's go with this, because I know we both love a lot of them. What's your favorite parody, and what's your favorite original song?
Favorite parody? Oh man, I've been listening to two recent songs I've been listening to a lot is eBay and the Complicated song.
I like both of those.
I'd probably have to say either Amish Paradise or Party in the CIA.
I love Party in the CIA. That's a real good one. For me, what about your original?
Favorite original? I'm thinking.
Well, you think, so my favorite, parody song is, Trapped in the Drive-Thru. It's a parody of, Locked in the Closet, I believe, by, is it R. Kelly?
I don't know.
I believe it's R. Kelly. But, it's great. It's just, something drive-through, and it's all about him and his wife being hungry, and they go to the drive-through, and like sings a whole song, and it's long. It's very long, but it's fantastic. So, have you come up with an original song?
Probably. What was it called? Journey's. What was it? Don't Stop Believing. Did he do a parody of Don't Stop Believing, or am I thinking of something else?
Well, number one, that's not an original song. That's a parody, and no, I don't think he did. No, I'm saying
that's an original song.
No. I'm saying, what is your favorite Weird Al original song? A song that he does that he just made up that isn't a parody. You completely misunderstood what I was trying to ask.
Yeah,
I'm kind of tied with my favorite original song. For me, it's either Albuquerque. I love Albuquerque. Either Albuquerque or Good Old Days.
I love too.
I also love Melanie, and You Don't Love Me Anymore are also great ones. I love his original music so much.
I'm thinking, what's it called? See, why do I forget the name? Oh yeah, Virus Alert. That one's a nostalgic one, so I'm a little afraid to say that one. But I love the crap out of. I remember loving the crap out of Virus Alert.
Virus Alert.
Delete immediately before someone gets hurt.
Someone gets hurt. I like
Forward
Virus
this
Alerts.
message onto everybody.
Virus Alert's really good.
I have to say trigger happy though.
I was gonna guess that I would. That's what I would have guessed for you is Trigger Happy. I know you love Trigger Happy. It's a in the style of the Beach Boys, but isn't actually a parody of the Beach Boys. Word Crimes is fantastic as well.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Stop forwarding that crap to me.
Stop forwarding that crap to me.
I'd still say Trigger Happy's my best, but like it'd probably be like close second. Stop forwarding that crap to me.
Yeah, Stop Forwarding That Crap to Me is fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Dude, both of yours have to do with computer issues.
Trigger Happy?
No, I mean Virus Alerts about viruses on a computer, and Stop Forwarding That Crap to Me is I love that one. Those are so like real life things that are great.
But yeah, that seems. Or is that all we're talking about, or do you have anything else?
I was just about to say that there's just Weird Al has such a great library of music. I mean,
yeah.
If you like Weird Al, his library is just amazing. If you don't like Weird Al, then what the hell are you doing listening to this episode?
Right.
Get out of here!
Yes, and speaking of which, at the risk of being slightly repetitious, gonna ask you now to stop. Stop.
Stop.
The recording, because we're over into this, forwarding that crap. I don't want it. Anyway. Man, I sound like Porky the Pig in the last few episodes. Anyways, at the risk of being slightly repetitious, gonna ask you now to stop. Are we... That's a point where you press the record button. Stop.
I don't want to.
You don't want to?
I don't need it! I don't want it! Stop!